And I kind of just ride it out, yeah.
You feel relaxed when they hit the G-spot?
I do. Because it's like a release.
I guess people have different feelings. I don't know that I feel relaxed when my G-spots hit.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Like I'm releasing stress.
Do you come when they hit the G-spot?
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of orgasms? Mm-hmm. When you do the what?
The flat on your stomach, definitely. Mm-hmm. And doggy style. For some reason, that just definitely gets it. Missionary doesn't necessarily make me orgasm.
No, missionary is if you want to have babies.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, top reversal is a great one, and I've done this because I don't like being on top. I think I said this in the beginning, but I'll repeat it. Being on top is not comfortable for me. Hip wise, top reversal is nice because you can kind of get some leverage by putting your hands on the bed in front of you and going backward on him, which is a lot easier to me for someone that is not as flexible in my hips to be on top facing forward. So
I happen to like being on top for me because I like control, I guess. Yeah. I like to be able to control. I just like to be able to have like a little bit of control about how I'm feeling and about how he is feeling. I like to be in control of him a little bit. And so I don't mind being on top. And I think you just have to get a rhythm, and then once you two have that rhythm,
it's good.
It can be a pleasurable experience for both you and him.
And I feel like it gives him kind of a break too.
I mean,
honestly,
guess.
Like I feel like he's kind of able to relax, and especially for my situation, it could be hours. And I need him to kind of relax and come, because I done come 15 times and it's like, all right, I'm done.
You're never done.
Not with that KY jelly.
Next, what's the next one?
All right, launch pad. Dun, 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 dun. The launch pad is a good one too. Whether you're plus size or not plus size, the launch pad is a good position. What I like, I think the position that I think is really sexy, especially if you like wearing heels, is the bend over.
I wear heels.
So, okay, another disclaimer.
It's not about me.
If your man is short, yo, don't put on no heels. Because you will make him feel shorter.
Heels, no.
And he will be pushing into your thighs instead of the hole that you want him to push into. So, if your man is short, do this barefoot. But if he is tall, like I have over 6 feet, she has over 6, you can put on heels. And what you do is you stand up in your heels, bend over, and you can bend over on a counter, you can bend over on a bed, you can bend over on a chair. Either way, you're bending over, and it's kind of like doggy style, but standing up, and it's really sexy because heels make a woman's legs look so damn hot. So he's gonna be concentrating on your assets and those sexy legs and those heels. Mm-hmm. So it's a good position. But again,
if you don't have balance as a big girl,
yo, don't put them there. Don't do it. Or put on like a little heel. Don't do a stripper heel.
You gotta listen.
It don't have to be a stripper heel. It could be 3-inch. A 3-inch platform will be good.
No platform, because then you really look like a hooker. I'm saying at least you gotta have at least a 3, 4, 4.5 inch heel.
I do 3. At the max 3.
And honestly, I haven't done this, but if I was to do it, it would probably be in a 4-inch heel because I think that shit is just so.
Heels just make you look. Frog is when you're laying down and he's kind of standing over you in a frog position and going in and out but moving up and down. And that's also very nice because you can get deep penetration, which is nice. Table Lotus is if you're flexible. If you're not flexible, don't try this shit. Don't do it to yourself. Number 1, you will be in pain. And number 2, you might fall to the side, which is not sexy. But if you do have good balance and are flexible, the Table Lotus is really nice. And of course 69. Who doesn't love a good 69? And then I just learned something new today.
But do you think
68. I didn't even know what a 68 was.
Do you think a big girl would be, or a fluffy girl? You guys use that term, fluffy girl.
I like fluffy.
Okay. Do you think a fluffy girl would be okay with doing a 69 now?
Probably not.
So how would you express to them?
I would do a 68.
That's even like kind of like
not as bad.
Let Robin explain it to you.
Or you could have him, you could switch out. Where lay on your back, let him perform oral, and then let him lay on his back and you perform oral. Or let him lay on his back and you're on your knees in front of him. Guys really like that.
Explain that.
If he's sitting on a chair or the edge of a bed, let his legs hang over, and then you can kind of get on your knees in front of him and give him head. And he, first of all,
AKA oral sex.
Yes. He can get a nice grip on your head, which is sexy. I have to say, some women don't find it sexy, but I do.
How do you feel about
you're way more comfortable because then your ass is not in the air. You're below him. So all he sees is that beautiful face, the nice hair, and your mouth just going to work. So I find that way of performing oral to be really good.
But is it good for you? How do you feel?
I feel great when I do it that way because I don't feel like I'm like towering over him or stuff is hanging out all over the place, where if I'm below him, all he's concentrating on is my pretty face, my luscious lips, and the movement of the ocean. Deep stick.
What's that?
Deep stick is when you're laying on your side and he kind of enters you like a scissor.
Oh,
And
explain
that's
it.
nice. So you're laying on your side, legs,
I'm laying on my side.
one leg up.
One leg up.
And then he'll come in
Like this?
Yep.
Oh.
And he should hold your leg up. He has to hold your leg up.
That's a lot of leg though.
That's all right. He puts it on his shoulder.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a good position.
All right, but if they're not flexible?
If you're not flexible, don't do that shit. No. This is a good position whether you're flexible or not because he's holding the leg. You're not doing any work except moving your hips. And when I say you're not doing any work, I mean you're not on top. Even if you're on the bottom, you need to move those hips because you'll get into a good rhythm. Okay?
That's what she said.
Yes. Move those hips, ladies.
But you can't move it on top. I look at riding someone on top, if I can give you an example. Like if you love reggae music or if you like salsa, merengue, bachata, you have to move your head.
It's not the rhythm.
It's the rhythm, baby.
First of all, my guy is not skinny. I'm just putting that out there. He's not big, but he's not skinny. And when I'm on top of him, my hips don't feel comfortable. And
Really?
I don't feel like he's getting like really good penetration.
That's what you feel. But what is he saying?
I don't know.
But do you feel deep penetration on top?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Ah.
He says it's fine, and I'm like, "Meh." But if I can leverage myself up where my back is more arched and I'm like going down better, I think I'll feel it more.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hip raise.
Don't remember. Oh, I remember what this is. I'm like, I don't remember what this is. So this is kind of like doggy style, but the difference is your chest and your head are laying on the bed, and the only thing that's up are your hips. Well, no, not from the front, from the back. So, yeah, have you guys seen kids when they do that like bridge thing?
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of like that. The only difference is the only part of your body that's being lifted is your pelvis. Your back and everything else is staying on the bed. So your hips are raised.
Like a what do they call those in the exercise?
A thrust.
Thing?
Isn't
No.
it like a thrust?
You know when
A pelvic thrust.
Yeah.
It's a
yeah. So when you're exercising and you want to get the low tummy fat and shit, that's what you do. You do the pelvic thrust on the floor. So basically, you're gonna
you
hold
support yourself with your
the whole time
hand
while he's doing that thing. But that's too much exercise for me, honey. So if you want to exercise and have sex and burn additional calories, then that's the way to do it. But that's just too much for me.
And then the last one is sort of like doggy style. This is what I started explaining before. But instead of you being on all fours, you're leaning down on your arms and the only thing that's up is your ass. and he's hitting it from behind. And that position's for anybody, but for my plus size girls who kind of feel like me and are a little more shy about your body, these positions can kind of make you feel a little bit more comfortable. And what helps is the guy you're with. If you know he loves you, all of you, eventually you will get way more comfortable. Because I know I've opened up more the longer I've been with the person that I'm seeing.
Let's pause, because that's a whole nother segment. Just because you're having sex with someone doesn't mean that they love you. So,
no, that's not what I said. I said it will feel more comfortable. I didn't.
You said if you love the person,
you will feel more comfortable.
But not everybody has sex with love.
I said more. I didn't say you had to. I just said you would feel more. But they couldn't misinterpret it. This was for the people that don't feel comfortable. So I'm saying the longer you're with the person, the more comfortable you feel.
But some of these...
And whether you love them or in deep like with the dick, you don't even have to like him. You might just like the dick, and that's fine. Either way, the longer you're with that dick, the more comfortable you will feel riding that dick.
But what I'm saying is that there will be a part 2 to this where we will discuss that sometimes people just have sex just to have sex.
Right.
So stay tuned for part 2. We're gonna wrap that up tonight because as you can see, there's only 2 of the 4 people here because it's hard for all of us to get it together. You know, we have commitments. My kids are with their dad for the weekend.
Trying to make that money for the rent. With that Cadillac and cash ready. You got that whole lot of bitches jumping ship.
And Stacy's gang has dance, and then Robbie was the only one that was able to come tonight. So
and tomorrow I'm busy. So.
And then tomorrow I'll be in DC. So we're gonna just wrap this all up, and we want to just say we hope that you enjoyed this episode of Naughty Tidbits.
And if you like the song I was just singing, Hustle and Flow.
Thumbs up, so you know, to let us know that you've watched it and that you liked it. Comment down below if you have any suggestions for other shows, please.
Or questions.
Please put them down below.
Or suggestions. And we'll shout you out. If you know any other good positions, holla.
Put it down below or write us, and we'll give you a shout out in our next video. All right, so thanks once again for tuning in to Naughty Tidbits. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
But girl